This was no bear. It was like a bear squatch.
Dad, what's a bear squatch?
It's a cross between a bear and a sass. It's made up. He's usually sleeping.
He'll never sleep again.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Hello guys! Hang on, let me pause this. There you go. Hello guys, we are back at it again. Welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing? In case you guys do not know who I am, I'm Lisi Mionare, aka #LisiRocks. We are once again back at it playing the Lover of Me game. But however, here's a few bit of some updates here. In case you guys have not noticed or have gone to my community post, I have posted a poll both on my Discord server and on YouTube asking if I should change the name of my channel. If that you guys want to check it out, it's right there. Go to my community tab, and I'm also trying to reach 500 subscribers on YouTube. Once I reach 500 subscribers on YouTube, then I'll be changing the entire redesign of my social media platform. Hello, thank you for joining. I see one person has joined us. How are you doing today? And on this lovely Friday night. It is Friday night where I'm at. It's like literally like 6 o'clock where I'm at. How you doing? Anyway, I'm also trying to reach to 50 followers on Twitch so I can reach a Twitch affiliate. If you guys want to check that out, go to my Twitch. It's in there as well. So let's see. Also for the stream VIPs, if you guys are not a stream VIP, If you're stream VIP in my Discord, I have posted the invite link in that little chat if you guys want to check that out. Okay, so we're back at it again with the game. I just need to pull this game out. We are now working on the Yaoi ending. Hooray! I actually do not want to do this at all. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Yep, you can. Okay, good. So yeah, let's get this thing started. This is gonna be fun. Well, fun for you guys. Okay. It is loading. You go hide. Da da da. Okay, where's the... I lost the game tab. I lost the game tab, oh no! Okay, there it is. Da da da. Wait. Quick save. Save. Ugh. My head. Where am I? It's so dark. You feel a sense of dread enter into your mind as you look around everything. Everything is cold, desolate. You feel like someone or something is watching you. What was that noise? Hello? The second you called out, you hear the scattering of footsteps rushing away. Was someone nearby? You look around at the chains and grotesque imagery that surrounds you. Groaning, you sit up, straining your ears to listen to more of what is lurking in the shadows. You think back. Why were you here again? What happened? Looks like there's like a bunch of wires coming out of that guy. Looks like there's like a bunch of wires coming out of that guy right there. Right there, that little purple cat thing right there. Look like there's like a bunch of wires like coming out of him. Look. I know that's supposed to be... I think that's his brain, but still. Wait, that's right. You're fighting against the Solus, trying to find your way back to your paradise. That sounded... I read that sentence wrong, but heck, we're gonna go with it. Or at least a way out of the cave. But you didn't want to admit it. You couldn't fight the Solus by yourself. Not without your brother's help. You were alone. Dad! Screw off. Until he came and turned them into ash and brought you here. The god stares in your eyes. You feel a deep sensation of voidness. You yelp in surprise, not expect the god to appear so close to you. Xylo? Finding your voice and ignoring the fear that settled in your gut, you glared at the god. What is this place? The cave is dreary, cold, empty. Out of the shadows, the trademark sign orbs come closer until he is in your full view. You saved me. Why? God looks down at you like you're an insect. You suddenly feel more insecure. Why are you looking at me like that? Sticking sound effects. The dark god gives a ghost of a chuckle, and as his eyelid twirls a quill. He is silent, no words, no breathing aside from your own. All you feel is a thick chill of icy wind bristle through your fur and those eyes that radiate corruption. You lock your eyes onto the god. What are you planning? You begin to feel the coldness crawl along your flesh. Every ounce of your sense is judging you. Your limbs won't cooperate. You cannot think or say anything. Almost as if his answer is written in the molecules of air in the cave. The better question is, did you really think you could harm my Solus by yourself? Fight against the numbness in your body. You look up into those arctic eyes. I'm not scared of you. Whatever it is you're planning, I will stop it. Within an instant, your vision darkens slightly, and you're pulled into the ground. I also forgot to mention this in Screw Off, Xylo. If you guys want to help me out here, I am trying to save up for a card. So if you guys want to donate to me, so if you guys if you guys want to help me out, or even better, if you guys want to see me make a sour face or a pucker face, go to my donation link and donate any kind of amount of money that you like. No matter what type of money, no matter how much you put in, it still forces me to spin the pucker face wheel. The pucker face wheel tells me which sour candy I have to eat. This, and a lot of people like that for some reason. Anyway, back to the game, because Xylo is just being a sociopath. Anyway, how entertaining. You think you can harm perfection when you have such little control of yourself. You looked down at the dirty cave floor and shook yourself from your trance. Well, when you have 1,000 against 1, it's kind of cheating. Then you feel it, the heavy weight on your shoulders. To accuse me of cheating after I granted you the mercy of life? Such arrogance, Hephus Coffee. Growling in annoyance at Xylo's pride, you struggle to your feet. I've said it 1,000 times, I'm not Hephus. Let me go. You struggle, but your body is completely frozen. The silence is beyond deafening. The only sound is the echoing in your pitiful groans as you try to force your body to move. You struggle more. To demand anything of your god. Not only did you fail to defeat the numbers against you, but you have failed to prove anything to me. Besides, you did not answer my question, Spark. Just as you're about to make another remark, you start to feel an incredibly uncomfortable sensation across your face. It felt like your cheek was beginning to be burned, no, branded. You struggle to speak, but words won't form. It feels inhuman. Almost as if there were searing spike being drilled through your cheek. Your eyes catch a glimpse of God's claw in your peripherals. Seeing your flesh rip off and disintegrate into nothing again. There's no way this is real. This has to be a dream. Tell me, Hephus Coffee. Coffee? Why the heck did I say coffee? That is gracious. Why the frick did I say coffee? Okay. Tell me, Hephus Coffee. Have you learned nothing of our last encounter? How in the world can he expect? It hurts. It hurts too much to speak. All of your muscles are frozen in place. God retracts his claws, which thankfully stops the bleeding, but the pain is still overwhelming. You stare helplessly into Xylo's tainted eyes. Of course you have not. God watches you carefully. The thought of you being dreading to reflect on creeps back into your mind. Hephus. I wanted to prove to them that I am more than just some dumb copy of a god. Oh, he did not. Xylo does not like that. Xylo does not like that at all. That was why the god pins his gaze at you. The very soul-crushing weight of his gaze was heavy on your shoulders, making you sink to the ground. He knows what you're thinking. Your emerald eyes glared at the god, noticing that the weight of his stare had lessened somewhat. You didn't feel frozen, but you didn't feel free either. Some kind of force was pinning you to the ground. You push yourself up on your elbows, glaring at him. At least you know your place, little insect. You shake your head at his remark. You stop yourself from speaking. The pain on your cheek was searing. Droplets of blood began to stain the floor. How utterly unamusing. I shall save it here. Do not even have control over your voice. You feel that heavy weight get gradually lifted, allowing you to struggle to your knees. I still have my thoughts. That's a good sign. Xylo says nothing. Instead, he stares at you with those cold eyes. There is no emotion, the only feeling of dread. You were probably better off not thinking anything. I suggest you make less noise from your talking call, Heap's copy. If you do not, I may just accidentally erase you. Like petty threats would stop you. You're Sonic the Hedgehog. This is stupid. Again, that is just dumb right there. But maybe he had a point. You're all alone in his cave, without your brothers. The only things you have with you are your cape and energy controller. As you sit down against the cave wall, you bring a trembling hand to your cheek, touching it gently. Wincing, you look at the blood that stained your gloves. So many opportunities. Ah! I just saw the face. Ah, the face. Kill that with fire. Like, hold on. Kill that with fire. Kill that with fire. Bloody heck. That just needs to... That needs to be put down. I'm sorry, but he needs to be put down. He needs to be put out of his misery right there. So many opportunities for games. Would you not agree? Before you had a chance to respond, Xylo vanished? Wait, where did it go? Did Xylo leave? Hesitantly resigning to the Dark God's orders, you sit up against the cold wall. You felt tired. I lost the line. You felt tired, but not the kind that makes you want to sleep. The tired that makes you angry. Angry that you're stuck in his pathetic situation. Nowhere to run, no paths leading to escape. You are like a prisoner. I hope you guys can hear me. Heh, God holding prisoners. Why did this make you feel so disgustingly nostalgic? Looking around, you see a cluster of dilapidated and messy scrawlings along the walls. Okay, right here it says we need to expect the cave drawings in order to get the horrible scene. By inspecting those painted walls before, you stepped closer. You could see the three figures painted on it. One appeared strangely familiar to yourself, while the other two looked like Shadow and Silver. I want to save real quick here. You think for a moment. The one figure with silver fur looks like... Oh, it looks similar to... Wait a minute, but Xylo? This is the Xylo you've seen on the wall. It is so unusual to see him this bit. Okay. This is Xylo you see on the wall. It is so unusual to see this big evil fluffy god look so small. His entire appearance is different, not as evil looking anymore. Observing this painting makes you curious, tempted to rub one of your hands over it. Maybe out of curiosity? You feel drawn to this painting, to the figures, you want to touch it. Why though? There is something about it that makes your eyes stay glued onto it, almost obsessed. Possessed? Nah, it's just a painting. You slowly reach out with your hand, tracing your fingers over the cold, slightly blue, glowing walls. As you touch it, a strange but powerful sensation runs through your whole being. It feels familiar, but suddenly, it started to burn and sting terribly. You cannot draw your hand back. For some reason, you cannot look away. You cannot take away your hands. Whispers are reaching your ears as if they want to tell you something. Frustrating enough, you don't understand any of this. What is this about? The whispers continue! Hephis, son of Hephis. Your vision and sight shifted and slowly blurred. You suddenly feel dizzy and overwhelmed. A strange warmth is beckoning your soul and being. You do not notice it, but a weak glow of golden color is shining in your eyes. Your vision goes black, and you feel your eyes shut. I'm just gonna save for a real quick. I'm gonna skip this whole thing because this is actually a big pain in my butt. Oh goodness, it's skipping like the entire thing! I'm gonna go over something again. Then you remember the crystal you have stored in your quills. The same one that gave you comfort the night before. A noble sacrifice it might be for something that you made to think of your possibility dead mother, but if this particular stone could amplify someone's abilities, why not offer it to the god of everything himself, right? You take a shaky deep breath through the pain. Would you let me go if I give you something? Xylo quirks up an eyebrow. And what could you possibly offer me? You shuffle through your quills as the pain continued to grip tightly around your body until you find and show the crystal to the god. This. Now that's just making me laugh. The god widens his eyes slightly, observing the stone intently. He continues to observe, noticing its sharp features. He appears in deep thought, staying silent for a moment. Does he feel the same way about the crystal as you? You would say so, as it zaps away from your hand and into the god's. You feel the pain around your body loosen. Your breathing becoming normal again. I'll take that as a yes. Figures. He's not the one to talk. Zal looks over your cold eyes glowing ominously. Gods, you're genuinely terrified. Not even Eggman could whip up something that got your knees shaking. Well, this has been interesting, Miss Spark, but I have other matters to attend to. Wait, don't! You leap for him, but he disappears before you can even touch him. I hate that line. Screw off, bugger up. You're too slow. You right yourself in this time. Brought yourself in time to see him a few feet away from you. Since you have so much energy, it might be better for you to burn it off. Go for a run, so to say. What? Why? What happened to me keeping me prisoner here? This cave is a part of me. As long as you're here, there is no need for metal bars or guns and bullets that can break the sound barrier. Consider this your new prison. Prison? Did I stutter, Copy? You know, when I think of a prison, I think of cold metal bars, a wooden bed, and a 3 days old drink of water and served with rotten cafeteria food to keep you satisfied. Not a whole cave for a prisoner like me you to fancy around in. What? Do you just want me to leave so badly? Will you give me the entire cave to mooch around in? He looks down on you for a moment before smiling. You would know all about prisoners in forced slavery, would you not? Tell me, how was the prison you were kept in? What was it like to be in hostage of a peace treaty for 5 years, was it? He knew. Of course you totally knew. You grit your teeth and ball your fists, suppressing your rage against the god. Memories of your past prison life started to flash right through you. The grueling pain and torture, the isolation away from your family and friends, who are all now dead of Xylo's little slaves. The crippling weight on your gunned-down feet. You shut your eyes tightly, suppressing the tears streaming down your face. I'd rather not say anything to you, God. He gives you a wicked smile. You seem to forget. I can read your mind, little spark, and smell your fear. His voice practically reverberates in your skull, each syllable pounding your brain. He turns around and begins to walk away at a slow pace. I will promise you that our game will be a fun one. Until then, my spark. He leaves you alone in the area with more drawings. Heavy. Heaving a heavy sigh of irritation, you look around. We're going back to Expectables again. You walk some more until you see an unnatural colors for the cave. You sigh, kind of fearing another wave of screams, yet your curiosity and unwillingness unwillingness to go back make you step forward. You finally face the cave and meet Another one of these paint. Can I skip this bit? Can I skip? Let's see if I can skip. Yeah, I can skip. Your mind starts to race on the. Or asking about Heavers. I skipped the whole painting thing because honestly, last time I read this, it kind of bored me to death. So, your mind starts to race on all the cave paintings you saw earlier. The one that stuck onto you the most was the eldest one himself, Hephus. Your mind starts to race with his questions and thoughts about him. You couldn't stall any longer. Yes, I have many questions. Zala turns his face towards you, listening with intent. I've been thinking about the god who made my brothers and me, like a lot. I know you two didn't get along like bread and butter, but who is he? And was I made to be just like him? I can only assume that was his intention. He looks at you, almost bored, and yet he didn't leave again. Despite how bored he seemingly looked, your mind still raced with questions and what ifs. So I was made to be a power-hungry god copy of your brother? The god's eyes didn't leave you, but the air in the cave dropped temperature. I give you plenty of time to find the answers written in the very walls, and that is the answer you deduced? It isn't an answer, but you hesitate for a second, wondering if you should even ask. Honestly, what more can you lose other than your dignity? Uzalo, he didn't seem much like of a great guy. At least, not how everyone hypes him up to be. Zala's eyes widened at your response, just enough to be noticeable. You could feel his presence in your mind, cold but not freezing. Was that him reading your mind? Were your powers getting stronger? His expression returns to normal, however, and he looks away. I do not need the sympathies of maggots. I'm not trying to sympathize with you. I've seen a lot of terrible things, I think, from those walls. They almost tell a story, right? I think something happened between you and Hephus. Or something. You hated admitting it, really. But you kind of felt sorry for this monstrous god. After seeing everything on the cave walls and trying to put together some sort of story or any sort of continuity out of them, a piece of you really felt for Xylo and what he possibly went through. Xylo, were you ever abandoned by Hephus? Or any other brothers? Did they do, wow, crud. I hate it when it does that! I didn't even get a chance to read the whole thing! You feel your body tense up, energy clinging to your skin as you try to finish your sentence. The pain in your cheek begins to act up again. You can feel the blood dripping down from the wound. Fearing that you may have gone too far with the questions, you look into Xylo's cold, cyan eyes. That is enough. I said that I do not need any pity from a lowly copy. I shall say it right here. Teleporting you away would have been easy, but not entertaining, it seemed. Instead, God uses telekinesis or psychokinesis to launch you into some backward roller coaster ride through the caverns. You were jerked right, left, and way down again. The caverns echoed with screams of other prisoners or cackles of solace. Eventually, you land in a cavern that's even more barren than the last ones, and quieter, and lonelier. It was dead silent, and not a soul in sight. It was quiet, so quiet. You can't describe how loud something like pure silence can be. Part of you was glad that the loud, scattering sound of solace was gone, but being stuck in an unflaming room like this wasn't a solution you thought it'd be. You see no openings, no gaps, no escape routes, no hallways, nothing. All I did was ask about Heathis. Is his family that much of a sore spot for him? There was some sort of story there. There was some sort of story there with the cave drawings. Something that spoke volumes about the old gods and their bonds. Yet, it felt like the story was missing several chapters between them. You resigned, sinking against the cave wall and staring up at the ceiling. Honestly, you didn't know what to think. You were all alone now. Just like you were when you were prisoner. How delightful. You lay on the cold cavern floor. It's cold. With a heart full of regret, guilt, and grievances, you begin to fall under sleep's alluring spell. The door handle feels heavy in your hand when you open the door, but you can't let that stop you. There's something on the other side. Inside are Silver and Shadow? Sylves! Shads! There you guys are! You take a few steps forward and then stop. It's like there's some kind of wall keeping you from approaching them. Guys? They don't acknowledge you. Too occupied making their missing person posters. There's some kind of static over their faces, but their voices sound clear enough. How many more should we make? Should we? He might even be dead. Guys, I'm right here. Shadow, that's not funny. You start banging on the invisible bearer. Still nothing. Come on, morons. There's no time for revenge tricks. Still nothing. Brothers! This time, they did look up, and the static clears from their faces. They look shocked and crying? Sonic? You're still slamming on the invisible wall. Cracks run through it. Help me! Fluffy has me! Get Antoine! Get anyone! As Silver rushes to you, you bring your fist down, ready to break the wall. Sonic, where are you? Now I think you're losing, Silver. But Guys! You pound on the glass, tears streaming down your face as you scream for your brothers. You heard that too, didn't you, Shadow? What I heard is you not using the staple gun. Now let's keep making these stupid posters. Brothers! And then you wake up. Jeez, that's... Wow. Okay, I'm surprised with myself for just, like, being, like, that emotional about it. That was, like, wow. Okay, even though I know that's, like, somewhat, like... Yeah, it was still, like, a lot better than last time I read it. Okay. You blink a few times and sniffle. You're crying in your sleep. Why? The voices your brothers echo in your head, calling your name. Did you dream about them? In your dream, you dream about your brothers again. This time, they're crying. They think you're dead. Why can't you mind link with them? You miss your family. You slightly wonder if Heathis ever felt like this. I feel so cold. This cave, it only gets colder. Somehow, it feels like Mr. Fluffbutt is the only warmth around here. This place was torture. Absolute torture. It felt like the walls were closing in, suffocating your entire being. This cave held so much knowledge, so many things that you couldn't even comprehend. But Xylo, he knew everything. Those weird dreams you keep seeing, those carvings on the walls, you sigh. Shads, Sylv, guys. I miss you guys. Try as you might, you can't stop the tears from forming and falling. You hated admitting defeat. It wasn't like you, but after what you've seen, what you've dreamt, I hope you guys don't see me like a deserter. You can almost hear Shadow's arrogance in your mind. Why did you do something so stupid? They have Silver, who's concerned for your well-being, was on the brink of suffocating. Sonic, are you okay? Xylo didn't do anything to you, did he? Other than ripping some of my skin off and showing me just how horrible of a brother I've been. No. It took you a moment to understand the gravity of what you just said. You? Someone less of a hero? No way, you're Sonic the Hedgehog, hero! Right? Heavis copy. Screw off, Xylo, you're dead to me? Was that Xylo? You didn't even notice him teleporting into the area. Looking up to Xylo, you feel a sense of not dread, but melancholy. There's something in you that intrigues me. You didn't bother putting up a fight, rather allowing Xylo's powers to engulf your being. He pulls you to your feet and turns his back. Come along, my spark, let us talk. You're silent as you stare at the god. Copy of Hephis. Xylo looked into your exhausted eyes. Did you really believe that you were nothing like your creator? You think back to what you were trying to say the first day you woke up in the cave. This time, you start a little more calmly. I'm not Hephis. I'm not like him. I'm not some fancy god who helped create everything we know and see and stuff. I definitely couldn't create potential gods with my magical breath or whatever. But that's okay. Whenever Eggman attacked me and my friends, I didn't need any god's abilities to stop him. All I had was me, Sonic the Hedgehog, fastest thing alive. Xylo doesn't scowl exactly, it was more like annoyance. Like that's stopping you. You've been saying that I'm different from him, right? Well, so how's everyone else? Not gonna lie, it got me down at first. I'm supposed to live up to him after all. But I can't. And like I can either continue stressing out about what's the same, what's different, and meeting these standards set for me, or I can embrace who I am. It's not like you haven't been doing the same thing, right? Excuse me. Sorry, but that got me. Okay. You know your whole I am everything, I am nothing, I am perfect, that kind of stuff. Where did that even start anyway? When you became the sole god, is that the standard you set for yourself to carry all that existence or something? He got jacked. For the last few minutes, Zella had looked at you like deer in headlights. It's actually kind of funny, but you try not to laugh. You do want to hear what he has to say. He shoots at you with an irritated look. Gazing closer, you can see other emotions swimming around. But to your luck, Xylo doesn't answer. Perhaps he also doesn't know the answer. Was this something he's never discussed before? You're about to ask more questions, but God speaks up before you. What kind of question is that? Why is that important to you? Well, you tell me. What kind of a motto is that? I want to know why you feel like you gotta say it so much. Your questions are strange, my spark. You tilt your head by this expression. Why is he annoyed now? It appears as if he doesn't want to answer you. Is this the question really that strange? You look at Xylo with a confused expression. Well, yes. Maybe it is strange. It is a strange question. But I want to know, why do you say it over and over? Like, do you have to say it? Or is it just a habit of yours? Come on, I want to know. Little spark? I am not quite sure what you expect for an answer. I am God. I do not need to answer such silliness. You got a little frustrated. Perhaps you even pout. What a stubborn guy. So if you won't answer your questions, then perhaps something else? You fidget a little on your pace, right in front of God. This is really something. Xylo got a blah blah blah, actually giving you the time to ask him questions. He definitely wouldn't have done that 2 days ago. Was it because something changed? You kind of feel that way yourself, to be honest. Okay, let me ask you something else then. Why do you keep referring to yourself as God of everything? Does that even mean you're also God of God of life and such? Because everything means truly everything, right? What? Oh, it appears that if this throws him out of line a little, has he become truly confused? Even if just for a little moment? Strange. He always seems so tyrannical, in control. Let's see how far you could take this. Of course it does, Hubris Coffee. I am everything and nothing. I am sure that if I have given you plenty of examples the last few days. Yeesh, he wasn't kidding. How could he even forget such fun times like having him freeze your body, getting your face ripped off, or even being forced to bow down to him? For the last time, my name is Sonic. Of course, I have not forgotten your proof that you are this and that, Xylo. Xylo looks irritated at the use of his name and frowns. Turning his gaze away from you, he folds his arms, looking guarded. And yet, you still keep asking these questions. What do you even plan to do with my answers? He asks you what you will accomplish with that. Have you not already stated your reasons? Or can Xylo not remember any more? By the thought of this, you have hold back a little snicker. I thought I already told you my reasons, or I haven't. I want to know, why do you use them over and over? For what exactly? You can use them to answer everything I ask and say to you. Look, Fluffy, I am stuck in your cave, I cannot truly, escape. So at the very least, I want to know this. Xylo glares at you and uses his powers to lift your body. You would do well to not call your god names, Copy. You want these answers so badly. Give me one good reason why I should tell you anything. You let out a little surprised gasp as God lifts your body off the ground. Oh, this again. While struggling a little in the air, you use this opportunity to meet Xylo's bright cyan eyes. You know by now that there is more to this, and you want to know it badly. Lifting my body again. Lifting my body again? Oh, come on. Alright. I have reasons. Yeah, I do have some. You're saying these phrases to absolutely everything I do and ask, or to anyone. But this cave can't be all. I don't believe it. Is this you speaking, or is it Sin influence talking? I want to know why. I really want to know. You would. Why are you trying to get closer to Xylo? Why are you trying to reach him? Looking into those cyan eyes, you feel something aching in your chest. It hurts. Xylo's gaze. There's too many emotions swimming around. His muzzle twitch. It takes him a couple of moments to speak. What kind of a question is that? I am Xylo, perfection, nothing, everything. You can feel his energy wavering. He seems to notice that there are drops. He seems to notice that and drops you. He takes a few steps back and looks around the area again. Hello, thank you for watching. How are you doing today on this lovely Friday? How are you doing? How are you doing today? You guys do not know who I am? I am Lisi Mionare, aka #LisiRocks. If you guys have any questions to ask me, feel free to do so as well. Anyway, back to the story plot here. You can feel Xylo hesitating. Something that God has not done before yet. Not ever. Something inside you breaks even more as you can see this. As you see his expression, his emotions. For a short moment, you can feel your fear from before falter and turning you into something else, something somber. He does not look at you. He even drops you to the ground. Your chest starts to hurt a little when you try to catch the glance of Xylo's eyes again. You don't want all of this, am I right? Behind your I am Xylo, I am nothing, I am everything nonsense, there is more to it than meets the eye, right? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that this is the only you speaking those lines over and over. It does not matter. His voice was quiet. After a moment, he turns to you. He spoke a little more firmly. What I want is perfection. A world without seeing others to have happiness that I can no longer have. Happiness that ruined a long time. Happiness that was ruined a long time ago. Hello, Gory. Oh yeah, some perfection. Yeah, sure, some perfection. We have these magical dark purple zombies that kill everything. That is my world that I have made and will keep making. All this time, you have given yourself titles such as hero and fastest thing alive. That is certainly rich coming from a friendless orphan. Gee, you wonder who you have to thank for that. You don't say it though. Try not to even think about your parents and your friends. Just focus on Xylo. He's trying to gain the upper hand again, but that won't do. You can see some cracks now. You cross your arms a little frustrated, pouting. Just the same song and dance before. You wonder, is this truly the only thing he'll reply with? There has to be more. Friendless orphan. Now that's super original. Come to think of it, what exactly do I have to thank for that one? Fine, sure, perhaps it is your world, but what do you mean with happiness you no longer have? Really curious, you'll admit. At the same time, it's somber. When you hear Xylo saying this, the aching in your chest only grows stronger. Slowly, you press your hand to your chest. You say you cannot have happiness anymore. Why is that? Who took it from you? His perfection is crud. It's giving me gas. I mean, you're the oldest brother. Xylo stares at you. He almost looks tired. No, trying to kill you with his ugly staring or twirling his quills. Like how human used to know would twirl his bushy mustache. Light envelops the cave, and suddenly you're both in the dirt clearing outside. There's a faint breeze and the smell of plants. It's nighttime, the millions of stars twinkling above. Hifas? We had everything. Me, Sirius, and Hifas had each other, our companions in all of existence. But that was just not good enough for my eldest brother. I suppose that me and Celius were not enough. I'm gonna save right here. He betrayed us, so I sought to end him. I did just that. He turned his glowing eyes to you, and then I found about you three. You, who would serve as his son. The Celius copy, who replaced my older brother, and my own copy, who replaced me. There was venom in his voice. He gazed back up to the sky. You said that you are nothing like Hifas, that you are Sonic. What, pray tell, makes you Sonic? Yes, mother. Hang on, let me mute. Why did I come back to Gory saying, go cry us a river? The heck? Okay. You get even more silent when Xylo suddenly uses his own name. I mean, your own name. Frick! I get that lines right. Not even Spark, nor Hifas copy. Not insect or anything. He, Xylo, the god of everything, uses your name. Sonic. For a few moments, the only thing you do is stare at him, into those wavering silent eyes. They are filling themselves with such bitterness. Looks like he still doesn't like talking about his brothers. Your gaze wanders around this place, to those millions of stars sparkling and twinkling above. I'm sorry. What serene view. It somehow calms you down your previous feelings of cold fear and anxiety about what could have happened to you if God grew upset. But now, you are tilting your head and gaze up at the millions of stars, and, by glancing down shortly, when Xylo turns his gaze back to you, You could catch a brief moment of sparkling stars inside those glowing cyan eyes. What a beautiful sight. Hevus took it from you and your other brother, Celius. But why would he? Why would you think that you were good enough for Hevus? It doesn't make sense. I'm not Hevus. I'm not him, Xylo. You said it yourself. Everyone says it. I am me. Yes, really, Mom? Oh! I removed myself from stream. I'm an idiot. It is okay. It is me. What? You instantly jump back. Zala, wait. Is this... What happened to you? You look like one of the hedgehogs of the stained glass we saw back in paradise. Yeah, that was it. That is this. Your breath hitches as you look him over. Instead of a really tall, dark god with cyan eyes, holding a menacing glow, oh, that promised pain. This being had empty eyes that reflected millions of stars from above. Such a pure and beautiful sight. I hate this part. I hate this part. I hate this part. I hate this part! Can I skip this? You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna skip right here. Okay. Ready, guys? 3, 2, 1. This is gonna lead to the shipping Yaoi ending. I'm gonna be disgusted. I don't like this. Well, folks, this has been the Silent Live Stream with Lacey. Thanks for coming. Shut the frick up, Corey. To be honest, this really is a little awkward to see him flushing like this. You want to laugh or snicker at it, but it'll probably embarrass him more. Your smile brightens. It's been a long time since you felt so secure. The only other time was with your parents, who you'll see again. You can picture all three of you sharing a hug like this. My mom calling you by the silly nickname, Dad promising to take you out for a day of bonding. Wipe your eyes when another round of tears threaten in the fall. You look deeply into Xyla's pure cyan eyes, which sparkle like the starlight sky. Oh, you don't even thank me so much, silly. No, I mean, really. I'm just glad that you're, well, you know. I'm feeling strangely warm when I think about that. I helped you beat Sin after all. I don't know how long. What the heck? Xyla doesn't respond to that, but it obviously feels the same way. You can feel his sorrow and fear slowly shifting away. Assuming this is the good thing, you flash him with a confident smile. Sonic? I wish to be clear that my sin is part of me always. I always will have it. I have overcome it for this moment. But what of the next? Nothing is purely good or evil. I always will be prone to fall. Well then, I guess we got a lot in common. How do you mean? Well, when I first came to your caves, my energy had become near tainted itself. But strangely enough, you helped me too. I understand that burden. Where you have good god powers that could snap at any moment. But you're the master of control, right? And no matter what, you have a lot more experiences than I do. I see. We both help each other out. And if you let me, maybe we can keep on kicking Sin's butt together. ... I do not deserve you. What have I done? What I have done, it was so terrible. He's what? Is he afraid to say more? I hate this so much. I completely do not ship this. He what? Is he afraid to say more? He does have a point, though. You have every right to hate Xylo. But you don't. You know better than to hold grudges. You help God overcome sin. Is that not good enough? Then, if there would be forever, you embrace him tightly for another moment, nuzzling his soft silver ears with a small laugh. Everyone deserves another chance, including you. I cannot replace Hephaestus, you know. I will never be able to, but... You take a little distance to cup Xyla's pale cheek. I hate this! You take a little distance to cup Xyla's pale cheeks and look into his cyan pure eyes, still filled with so much guilt and sorrow. It hurts to see it. Everything will be okay now. We've got this, alright? Sylvan Shad, they'll understand. I'm sure of it. Sure, Sin can go screw itself. Deep in your heart. That has to be a t-shirt. Sin can screw itself. Please make that to a t-shirt slogan. That'd be perfect. Deep in your heart, something tells you everything will be alright now. Things will get better. Silas starts to smile with a little more when he hears what you say. I want to cherish your words. They mean a lot to me. I still do not think what I am. I am worth your trust. But I want to trust you. I want to have someone with me. He pauses shortly, while taking away his gaze. I can't skip this because this is like a new ending, so I'm stuck. While not taking away his gaze from you. You're not afraid of sin, then? You will help me. Zala's eyes shine in concern when they meet your green ones. He grabs your shoulder softly, not too hard. I do not deserve to ask for help again, Sonic, but Sonic, your smile widens over your muzzle, and you lightly rub your nose. I'm willing to help you the entire time, even if you ever freak out here and there. You know, I'm sure Shads would love getting in on hunting a bit of sin around. No doubt about it. That's not what I mean. I know. Like I just said, you're not alone anymore. Zala smiles at you. He leans forward and closes his eyes for a moment, then... Nasty! Nasty! Hi, little Luffy. No, I'm not okay. I am reading the Yaoi ending. And this is with Xylo versus Sonic. I did not ship this whatsoever, nephew. I'm a Son-Amy shipper. I'm sorry, but this can go to heck. This is like a weird, pure, furry Yaoi, and I'm actually cringing at this bit. Oh, great. Places a soft kiss on your furry cheeks. Words alone cannot express my gratitude for everything. The god stands up, one of his hands holding yours. Oh, well, that was new. Such a big step forward. You can't feel happier at the moment, and a red blush spreads across your muscle. Oh, by the way, how you doing, little Woofy? Yar Dazza. How you doing, little Woofy? How you doing, nephew? It's visible ever so slightly, but it feels warm. Then let's kick Sin's butt later, alright? We got this. If we do it together, we can do it. Just trust me. I can. Oh, I think I have a way to earn some of your trust. You turn to ask him what, and stop when your eyes fall on my stone! You're good? That's good, little Whoopee. Zala hands it to you and you take it. It catches the light of dawn beautifully. Things will get better. You did it. What the heck? No! This is weird! And they skip lines. I'm just kind of upset about that. I hate when they do that, though. Monday, I'm gonna start cooking. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I've been gone for a few days. Couldn't contact you, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, this is... Kill me! Ah, this is cringing me. I hate this so much. But this is my boyfriend. You probably know him. Now, on to your new adventure. You hope Tails won't get jealous because you got a new friend now. Ha ha. Are you done? Is this it? Yep. Get early access to my content in my future. Oh, Patreon, you took such a long time to come up here. My Nightbot took a long time coming up here. Is it just you? Yep, it's just me. There's actually no one else here. I think my stream VIPs are a little bit occupied at the moment. Yeah, my stream VIPs are kind of occupied with other things at the moment, so it's just me for a little while. So, I'm wondering, should I continue on with the Soulless end? You just like put the end of the misery of this game. I hate Sonic and this ship. I ship Sonic and Amy. That's the thing. I can join if you want to, so you don't be... Oh, it's okay, little Wolfie. I'm fine. It's okay, I'm fine. I'm wondering, should I continue with the other game, like the other ending, the last ending of this? Then next week, actually, you know what? Let's just put this end. Let's just put Sonic's Misery to an end. Let's just continue with the Soulless ending. The Soulless ending is the very, very bad ending where Zylo turns Sonic into a magical zombie. That's right, I said it. Okay. So I'm just gonna skip this bit. Okay, let's see if it comes up. We're skipping every bit here. Remain seated. They all look like a 4-year-old. They look like a 4-year-old scrambled them. It's perfect. So the undead, yeah, kind of like that in a way. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like pretty hard. You kind of have to go to the Zylo Cave and watch their series, The Murder Me, because this is what the game is kind of based on. But the Murder Me game is actually more gruesome. There's like, there's no Yaoi shippings in there so far that I continued read and watched on it. But basically, a Soulless is so Zylo, the villain, he takes one person's soul, rips it in half, leaves one soul in the body, then eats the other half. Unfortunately, since there's only one half of the soul starts rotting away along with the body. So the body kind of Doomslayer, but gay. No, not really in a way, because he rips the soul because the soul's still in there. So yeah, I guess it's kind of like Demon Slayer a little bit. I think it's like Demon Slayer a little bit, except it's a dark evil god that's been tainted by sin. Although I don't think that's how. I'm very confused about this plot hole because based on like mythology wise in a way, it kind of confuses me because most gods like cannot be tainted by sin. Though, however, the Greek gods were always doing like sinful stuff. So I'm gonna leave. So I can't question that a bit. So yeah. So as the soul rots away, so does the body. The body starts rotting away, and the soul starts to rot away. So yeah, it's kind of like a pretty sad and horrible ending. But the sad part is, the soulless can feel themselves rotting away. They can feel the pain. Oh, I forgot to mention, I've got 2 girlfriends. I'm in a poly relationship. Oh, well, that's good for you. I'm not that much of a poly person. I'm more monogamous in a way, but good for you. It's your choice, bud. Good for you. You get to make your own choices. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Anyway. They all look like a 4-year-old scribbled them. From where you sit in the dim light, the ones you can make out are depictions of Zylo, Cilius, or Hephus. Liking you to see anything more of them. If you want to see anyone at this point, it would be your brothers and the demigods, even the grumpy old soul. She's been chastising you now. Chastisizing? I can't read that word right. Haha. Haha, you totally didn't. Haha, she's been chastising you now, wouldn't she? A while she was doing that, Shadow and Silver would have made their comments via freaking mind link. Those other demi dudes would give you the looks of either concern, annoyance, or disappointment. You would try to get their word in. Then you'd be stuck in the same lame-o punishment like getting grounded from missions. You have to rack your head around, find something to do, or be bored out of your skull and surrounded by the judgmental powerhouses. You wish that was happening to you right now. Bunny would say something to cheer up. Antoine might offer you to help you practice using your abilities. And Shadow and Silver would discuss more about the weird situation you 3 got roped into by the powers beyond your control. There's no one here though. No one but the dark god who has been imprisoned you and alone. At least he hadn't tried torturing your feet. Yet. This is all your fault. You totally didn't just get pulled in and just said, "This is fine." Yeah. This is fine. I'm in danger. Why can't you just listen to Antoine or get on your own feet and just stay put? Why did you leave on your own like that? Why did I abandon them? They were all you had after your friends and your parents died. And yet I went off on my own. And unlike last time, you don't have a government scapegoat for your disappearance. Because I chose to leave them. God wouldn't have caught me if I hadn't left paradise. You look down to your hands, crackling with energy. Weak energy. Too weak. You can see them, can't you? Those walls doodles? Aren't they just pathetic? It even looks like they are looking at you, judging you. How dare they? Yeah, how dare they? How dare some wall scrawlings judge you? How dare some wall scrawlings judge you? How dare they wear thin rope you use to anchor yourself to reality? How dare they hit every nerve of sorrow you have left? Rah! What wonderful music! The sound of your energy, your power, shredding through the thick rock. Wait, is he getting tainted? He's being tainted! Destroy. Yes, he's tainted! You run on the walls and ceilings, slicing through every stupid doodle you can find. Power, speed, freedom! You practically fly around the room and stab any cave painting you see. The eyes must go there, and there. I can't be threatening right now. My throat is actually dead at the moment. Must keep going. And you do until you can feel your feet. You can't feel feet anymore, but you can feel the wind in your quills as you sail through the cave and hit a stalagmite. Hitting the ground doesn't hurt as bad as hitting the wall, but it's just another hit into your existence. Adrenaline leaves you numb and swimming in your thoughts. You can't move an inch. Better to rest. Now, without all those pictures and staring at you. Okay, that actually sounds weird. Paintings shouldn't creep you out, not make you want to tear them to pieces. You think back to before and, oh yeah. You're too busy stuck in here going crazy when you could be in paradise and taking your punishment for going off on your own again. You heave out a long breath and continue lying to the ground. You can feel your strength returning, but you don't want to move. You look around at the new part of the cave you ran into. There are trails of destruction and debris all around you. Besides that, it's wet, cold, and smells of mold. Honestly, even if the holding cells for human government were better off, than this. But just the same, there's no manager to complain to. No one to come and bail you out. Once you gain a little bit of energy back, you stumble back to your feet and head to an adjacent wall. One not wrecked within the cavern caveman paintings. Huh? And ain't this a sight for sore eyes? Oh, we're going back to this. Okay, so I guess we can skip this part. Okay, now I'm gonna have a question about this because I don't know which one to click on. Time to taint! Okay, so the lover. Me. Sonic Soulless ending. Wait, hang on. Let's Soulless ending. Okay, let's see if I can find out like what should I do for this bit. Okay, so go back to that part. Okay. I found it. We're going back to offer him something. I'm skipping this bit again. Ignore the drawings. We're doing this again. You could feel your other cheek burn and peel. Oh! Ah! Blood drips onto your fur, socks, and shoes. Your knees shake as they. Oh my gosh, this is dark. I actually can hear. Okay, you guys can't hear the sound effects, but the sound effects are there. They're actually illustrating what is happening. Your knees shake along with the face pain. Your muscles spasm and constrict. You try to summon your power to counter the pain, but it only does so much. After who knows how long, the spiritual battle starts to end. You are lying on the floor, limbs spread out. That wasn't so bad. Your body hurts like heck. But hey, Eggman put you through worse. Well, you don't honestly remember the worst he did, but whatever. Your vision goes dark. You cannot grasp any energy. Oh no. We're going back to this bit again. Who wants this cry? There's something on the other side. Inside are Silver and Shadow. Silver, Shad, there you guys are! You take a few steps forward and then stop. It feels like there's some kind of wall keeping you from approaching them. Guys? They don't seem to acknowledge you. Too occupied making their missing person posters. There's some kind of static over their faces, but their voices sound clear enough. How many should we make? Should we? He might be dead. Guys, I'm right here! Shadow, that's not funny. You start banging on the invisible barrier. Still nothing. Come on, morons, there's no time for revenge tricks. Still nothing. Brothers! This time, they do look up, and the static clears from their faces. They look shocked and crying. Sonic? You're still slamming on the invisible wall. Cracks run through it. Help me! Fluffy Asmi! Get Antoine! Get anyone! As Silver rushes to you, you bring your fists down, ready to break the wall. Sonic, where are you? Now I think you're losing it, Silver. But Guys! You pound on the glass, tears streaming down your face as you scream for your brothers. You heard that too, didn't you, Shadow? What I heard is you're not using the staple gun. Now let's keep making these stupid posters. Brothers! And then you wake up. You blink a few times and sniffle. My throat is actually killing me at the moment. You're crying in your sleep. Why? The voices in your brothers echo in your head, calling your name. Did you dream about them? In your dream, you dream about your brothers again. This time, they're crying. They think you're dead. Why can't you mind link with them? You miss your family, slightly wonder if you've ever felt like this. Loading. I shall sit right here. I feel so cold. This cave, it only gets colder. Somehow it feels like Mr. Fluffa is the only one warmth around here. This place was torture. Absolute torture. I'm going to take a drink from my tea. Hang on. Goodness gracious, my throat. It felt like the walls were closing in, suffocating your entire being. This cave held so much knowledge, so many things that you couldn't even comprehend. But Silo, he knew everything. Those weird dreams you keep seeing, those carvings on the walls. You sigh. Chad's still eyes. Please help me, or send someone to help me. Needless to say, you felt hopeless. So dang alone. By the gods, you hated how hopeless you felt. Trapped in here, in his cave. A rat in the maze. Here we go again with the tainted form! A lost kid looking for their parents. Your parents. You look down at your palms, seeing that black, bright orange cracks of lighting twist and bend at every crease of your fingers. Those fingers that once held your mother's hand. Those fingers that desperately reached out to your father as he was impaled by him. No, you can't end up like them. You can't be Xylo's puppet, not anymore. You stand up, energy crackling around your being. You felt so wrong, but if that's so dark. That sounds so bad. Okay, but it felt so good. If no one could hear you cry for help, then you need to make yourself heard. You laugh, feeling the intoxicating energy course through your being. It made you feel something in this hollow cave of isolation. Maybe you could teach Sal what it meant to feel such euphoria. I think I felt this before. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this situation. In the first place. His energy grabs you and hoists you up to his eye level. Xylo narrowed his eye at you, the sign glowing eyes, ice cold. I must wonder, son of Phoebus, how is it that you have such nerve to charge into my room? What for? So you can pretend to play a hero again? No, I don't need to pretend to be anything. Except when you cannot pretend anymore. Like with yourself. Like with your friends. No, frick! I don't like this! Okay. Oh boy. I'm terrified. Help me, help me, help me, help me. Ah! It's not Hawaiian. I'm actually gonna cover the screen. Like with your parents? Despite the chill air, your blood begins to boil. That's right, he killed your father and then took your mother. Mom. It still hurts, does it not? It appears that you cannot forgive me for those deeds. Let alone yourself. Not much of a hero, are you? You monster! You focus your powers and break out of his grasp, immediately dashing to strike him. He smiles evilly. With a wave of his hand, you bounce off a psychic shield he summoned around himself. No! You keep attacking, using your speed to dash at him, make a sharp swings. I'm like literally just like trying to read this while covering the screen because I am scared there's gonna be a jump scare coming up. Zala just keeps staring at you. Staring with that stupid smirk. The insect is losing control. How about I drop the shield for a millisecond and see how fast you can still run? There, he dropped his shield. I have you now, Xylo. That's a trap. Blood splurts out as you strike. Didn't know what gods could be. No. Not. Antoine. What the heck happened to Antoine? What the frick? Antoine doesn't speak, nor can't speak. His eyes become dull. What the frick happened to Antoine? What? Wait, hold on. What happened? What the heck? Did Zara just kill Antoine? Oh my gosh. Slime just killed Antoine. What the heck? No. You turn off your powers and try to carry him, his cold body. No, he's immortal, yes. against the normal wounds. But a divine attack, not even a pathetic hybrid like him can survive that. Memories of your parents, friends, my headphones. Memories of your parents, friends, and dreams swirled in your head. Your hands start to clench, and you bare your teeth. His hands shoot out and lifts you by your head. Antoine's body leaves your sight. Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust. I hate this. Your eyes widen as the demigods get ashed. Antoine. Tears sting your eyes as you try to reach out to the remains of that now deceased half-breed. There will be none of that now. I want to try a new game, Spark. You kick, grunt, hit, and struggle it in any way you can, but it doesn't have any effect on him. You give out a muffled yell when he jabs his burning finger into your forehead. Everything feels cold. You can see your breath. His energy starts to crush your body. You can't move. You can't feel your legs. Hush, my Spark. The process will be over soon. What process? Making you mine. Yep, here we go. Everything becomes numb, cold. Yep, Zonix now a zombie. Everything becomes cold, numb. Like mother, like son. Empty. You feel his claws running over your head, almost teasingly, as if he wants you to feel every little spark of his power entering your very own body. And you feel this incredible rush of burning power entering you from head to toe. You feel your whole body getting set on fire, a whole load of godly power rushing through your body, covering it, corrupting it, and then you feel colder and colder, your emotions slowly fading away as you cannot feel the need to fear Xylo anymore. Where is it disappearing into? You fall into the ground, your blurry vision catching the stage 1 symbol, appearing in your hands. It glows a vibrant magenta. You look up to your new master. Rise. You do so, and your master walks around you, inspecting your new perfection. It will do for now. He walks back to his throne and takes a seat. He begins to twirl a long quill in thought. Now that our game is finished, I grow bored. I need a new game. Something to break. His glorious cyan eyes met with yours. After a second, they brighten as he smiles. You feel a smile stretch on your face, mirroring him. Opened. Okay. Where's that last bit? Frick. My new slave. Go ahead and have a family reunion with your brothers. I am sure that they are simply dying to see you again. Oh no. Oh gosh, what the frick? I can point out that looks like a face right there. Yeah, we did it! Hallelujah, we finally did it! Whew. We did it! Okay, so let's see, is Mom still streaming? Oh, there's no one ready to, so I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Please like and subscribe, comment down below. Go ahead and check out my Ko-fi if you guys want to help me out financially wise, and yeah. Hope you guys have a nice day. Bye!